Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to work the search criteria. How to work the search using Node.js and MongoDB. So here you can see here that there are the employee tab collection. You have a many collections are there here. Employee name, all the employee. These are the collections are there, right? So these collections, I'm going to find the name by find the records, right? So here go to the postman. I'm going to find the record. So get request. This is the port. This is the URL. Okay, what's the name? I'm going to type it over here. I'm going to type the name. I'm going to start the server first. Node.js server. I'm going to start right. My server is started. Now let's back. Now here this record. I'm going to this information cache. So you type cache send. Now here the record will be the cache. The address is this. The phone number. All the details will be getting. Right. So here if you are getting the details of uh, second one, this person, the name, click here the relevant details should be displayed, right? So how to do the search criteria on Node.js and MongoDB we will teach, right? So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create the new project of Node.js. So I'm going to make the folder over here. I'm going to name it as search. I'm going to create a new folder which is a search Node.js. Inside the folder, I'm going to create a new project. So I'm going to type cmd code. Sorry, here you have to type the create a new project of Node.js. So you have to type npm init. Press enter key, enter key, enter key, enter key. This one need we don't need them. We have this one. We have to generate the package.json file. Right. Now let's open on the VS Code code space dot. Right. This project is open on the VS Code. Right. Now let's close it. This one no need them, right? Now here this is package.json. Now here I'm going to create the file. So this one is server.js, right? The simple file I have created, right? Now after that I'm going to install the relevant dependencies. First dependency I'm going to install it here. uh, Server express server, that's the first dependency. So we have type npm I express. Keep in your mind this is a server which will be help you to implement the server. Okay, press enter key on your keyboard, right? So after that, after install completed, you have to go to the website which is a npm express. Here they will be here this one, the npm express, right? Installing express. Where's the is a package installation, right? So here how to implement the package, all the things they are explaining over here. You just copy this code. If you go to the here it will be explained how to install node npm. If you type on the Google search npm here npm express, you can, this is the code, your installation. After that how to works, you just copy this line. Okay, you just copy this line. Oh, this is simple code. If you want another site which will provide the deep it will be simple, you have to install it in express, okay, express.js, or this one. If you click on this, okay, get started with hello world. Here this has much, here, how the port, all the port works, all things are there. So here if you have to implement it here, right? So this one I'm going to change the codes here. Constant, this one should be, I will change it as server. I'm going to search the server support the server, right? So this is server. I'm going to server. This one should be also I'm going to server app. This is not app. This is server. I'm going to change this all of these are server, right? So what is the error will be export. Right, sorry. Here this the problem is you just copy it, paste it over here. The problem is right. I have this missing one bracket, that's why it's error taken. Right here I'm going to change as is a server, copy it. This one also I'm going to change the server. Right, I'll be explaining it. First, you have to implement the package which is a express, which is a server. Okay, the server, we have to create the object which is a, this is the express. We have to create the object of server. Okay, the server, use this server to create the port. So server, there is a property called listen. Here we have created the port using the arrow function. You have to use the arrow function. Okay, so here example, here we have write port. You have to create express port. You have to write like this. Okay, now let's see whether it's working fine or not. Let me check it. Save all. Type node server.js. Okay, the problem is already this run the portman here. I already uh, show the example. That example also the port is the same. Okay, so the will change the port and run it. Right. Now here it's running express port. Okay, running express port. This is right successfully. Again, I control C. Right, it's working. So, sorry, if you change anything, you have to must save all. Then only you have to, it will be applied here. Express port successfully 4000 is assigned successfully. Right, perfect. Now after that, Control C, I have to install the nodeman. So how to install the nodeman? You write nodeman, which is a save dev. You have to write like save dev. It's very important. Save dev. But go over here. Don't install it this one. We have to put this dependency into your dev dependency. So here you have select this one, this option. Okay. So let's back to our project. This is our project. Go to the package.json. If you are normally you have to install it, it's coming here, right? So we have to put it as a development dependency. So you have to here you can install it and check it. Now here it will be created as a dev dependencies, right? That's the development field. Okay, here dev dependency is created. It is another dependency. It will be, you have to put like this. This is the efficient way to run the nodeman, right? After done the stuff, if it is all are correct, will run the project using here. After we have to run the project as not node server.js. You have to write, if you have installed the nodeman, you have to type npm start. Right here you have to write npm start. Your server is running. Now let's test that. So here, right, let's test that. Back here, it's working fine or not. The port is localhost, port is 400. Hello world is display. This hello world is display from here. This hello world. If you change any text like this and save all and back it over here, right? Why this change is not explained here? What happened is here nodeman is here the server is connecting, but the once you change it, the change is not applied. The problem is what is this is scores again the package.json. We have to do the simple stuff inside the script. You have to start. You have to write start. We haven't the script. We haven't do it anything. Is node man. We have to haven't write here node. What is the file? Server.js. Server.js. File save all. Control C. Let's check it back again. Node npm start. Now you will be able to see the server start. Okay, here not node, node man this one. That's why it's node man. Save all. Now let's refresh them. npm start. Now here, now the node man is running. After that, we have to establish a database connection of MongoDB. So here, this one. So how to establish the database connection? We have to install the Mongoose package. You type npm install Mongoose. We have to write the version 6.20, right? It's a latest version. You have to install them. This is a Mongoose dependency. You have to install them. Right. After install them, we have to import the packages. This is the required packages for Mongoose. Here, package. Right. That Mongoose dependency installation successfully. We'll see Mongoose is installed. Now let's back to server the Mongoose. Right. Mongoose you have a after install dependency you have to implement the Mongoose pack classes over here. After that, what I'm going to do is here I'm going to go to we have to add the database connection. A database connection you have to write like this. Copy it. The database connection. Mongoose set 6 to Mongoose connect. This is the database localhost. This is a port. DB is code, which is a database name. This one should be the true. Case of true, right? So if there is no error, it will be connected successfully. If there is any error, it will be passing there. This error, we have to pass it over here. Pass it over like this. Right. Perfect. Okay. Now this one we don't need them at the moment. We have to remove it. Right. That's it. Now let's check them whether the database connectivity is succeed or not. Now we have to another thing is we have to do it after done the stuff. We have to connect with these two things. Express JSON. This one. Use it. So this one should be the server. Server use express JSON. You have to write this one. Then it will be working. Now let's save all. Now we have to run it. Sorry. We are running. It already running. So what is the problem? Server. Sorry. Here is server like this. So that's the problem. Right. Now let's. This is the term here. This is the PowerShell data. We have all the dependency are installed. You have to back to your server node. Here Control C again. You have to run the project. npm start. What is the error? Server. Where server? Right. Your save all. We didn't save all it. Right. Now it's successfully. Now it's working. Now here the DB connected successfully. The port connected successfully. Both are connected successfully. Right. Perfect. Now after that we are doing the route section. So I'm going to make the folder which is a Node.js folder which is a can create as routes. You have to manage all the routes over here. Right. After that you have to create another folder which is sorry not here. We have to remove this one. Right. Now to create a web folder above here. So here we have to create a folder src. Inside the src folder, I'm going to create another folder which is a we have to create employee. Right. Two folders created. Right. Now the resource folder, routes folder, I'm going to create another folder which is a routes.js. This folder we manage all the routes. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to routes. These are routes. So I'm going to copy this one and paste it over here. So I'll be explaining that in the route also we have to get the var express required express. So here we have to in the routes creation you have to start with constant variable router express here the express. This is the server you have to call it to access the router method. After that router method here this is if the URL is coming slash user find name colon name, it will be find the name. So find the name. If the URL is coming, it is passing a request to user control find action method. User control find action method, right? The user control find action method we have to create this find user controller inside this here. where src employee. Here I'm going to create the user controller .js. Right, this is the flow working. Right, after that I'm going to create it. So if I write it, it's to take too much of time. That's why I just copy and paste. I'll be explaining. Don't worry. Right. So here, this action method is coming. Right. So if you type the request, it's passing to here. Here you have to specify the path over here, where your user controller is resided. Your user controller resided. So here, this is the path user controller. Okay. So your user controller resided. Now you are in the route folder. You have to double dot slash, it will be back, and src. Inside the src is an employee folder. Employee. Inside the employee folder, you have a user controller. Right, you have to give the path. Now it goes to the particular path. Get the method action method, find one user controller. Get the request. Okay, get the name. What's the name you are finding? Here user, what is the name you are typing here? It's getting here by the params. It's passing the param over here. Request params, it is passing over here. And here after that, what I'm going to do, this name. After that, we have to create the variable var result avoid. We have to avoid function. If I assign, you have to create the avoid. So it is passing the user service to find action method. This, what is the name you are coming here? Request param name. This name, what is the name you are typing? It's coming here. It is passing to this service function. Right. Now let's go. I'm going to create another file which is a user service. Right, user service. So this is user service. This is a model view architecture. Right, the user service. What I'm going to do is, right, a simple user service. You have to write the user service. Right, user service. You have to write user service. You have to write get the method. Find, this is a user service method. Get the request over, get user details. This one should be, we have to get in user details. Right, so here we have a promise. We have to call the promise. Promise is a very good standard way. If you implement the promise over here, if the request is correct, it will be resolved. If there's any problem, it will be reject the request. Okay, so here it will be getting your request. Right, so here user model. User model is, yeah, we didn't create yet, so we will be create the user model as well. We have to create another file, user model. So the same thing, copy. This is here user model.js. Here I'm going to create that things as well. User model as well. Right, this is a user model. Right, it is implement the mangoes. Okay, here this user model. This is schema. The table which is employees. So you can see the employees. So okay, here the table which is employees. This is employees table. These are the columns consist of the employee. This is a collection, not tables, the collections. Name, address, and phone number. These are the collections are there in the Mongoose database. So here user schema, the employees table. These are the table column collections. Okay, name, address, and phone number. Right, we will retrieving the data from here. So here what I did here is, here let's back to our service. Here have to create the object user model. User model means this is a user model. User model is available this here. This user model means this is a schema. This schema file we are calling to service. So we have to take var model required service means we are get the data from this path. So user model dot find, what's the name you are typing? It is finding the user details. So user is we are finding. Right, user details we are finding. After that, return error and request. If the data is coming without any problem, the result will be work. If anything problems happen, if any problem, any error occurred, that time it will be rejected. Okay, the promise, it will be provide two things, resolve and reject. Okay, this is the purpose you have to write the promise. If you write like this inside the code in the promise, it's very efficient way to write the program. And that's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, that's a simple stuff you have to get right. Right, so you have here we get the request over here, user model, user details mean here what is the data you are passing here. result here, you are passing to here. This is this name you are passing to here, user details. So the user details, what's the name you are coming here, it is passing here. So find one mean it is finding the data from where user model. Okay, if the name is exists or not. If it is exists, it passing the relevant result to here. Result it is passing to here. It is back to, if the result is available, it is returned to result true. It's back to our controller. Here result is sending the result here. If there is no result is not found, it gets user is not found. That's it. Now let's check all, save all. What is the require? What is the this one should be 400 port. We have to force on the same thing there. Thing is so same thing. We have to say to Jesse whether it's working fine or not. Why? What's the problem, Jesse? The URL is what's the problem? What's the URL is problem? Why? Just back to URLs. Right. The thing is this. Let's back to our server. We haven't implemented the routes here, right? Okay. If I get the routes, we are not implemented. That's the thing. Okay, route is not working. So here, routes. So the server index here. This is the routes. The routes is reside on where. We have to import it here. Again, we have to import another thing is this is routes. You have to use the routes. Okay, server routes, right? So here right, in your server.js you have to implement the routes path. First your route the here var routes required. Your route is inside this folder, routes folder. Okay, the server, go to the routes folder. Inside the routes folder we have a routes file. Okay, after that when you call these routes, when the required is coming here, it passing the user control find action method. It goes to the controller find action method, right? Find user. Here, what is the name you are typing? It getting the name and passing to the find user DB service. So it retrieving the name, user retrieving the name over here. Okay, and passing to here and check it. Okay, passing in check it. User model means this user model passing the schema user model, and if the record is available in the database, it will be resolve. It passing the function resolve and back to your controller here and produce the result. If there is any error, it will be sending the error user not found. Right. So let's back and check it again. Now here file save all. Nodeman crash what happened? User service, can't find user service. Okay, user service, right. Here this one should be, I will name it user service. Here the controller, this is user services. That's right. User service. This is not a user service, so user service. Right. Now it's coming successfully. Now let's back it and check it. Okay, we have to write some of the name over here. Click send. Here username not found. So if you have typed this correct username name, if you have to find it, Kish. Type it over here. Here. What's the name you are matching record will be display and show into the show it here. Right, status proof. Now I'm going to search another record from the collection. This one. Right, it's working perfectly well. I hope you guys understood so far. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. If you love my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.